Hello, it's me, Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist, coming to you from my stockpile of unusual places. This time it's my greenhouse, because I'm a gardener. I keep meaning to do gardening videos, but when I'm gardening, I'm too busy to do videos, so I don't. So I'm sorry, because I'm a really great gardener, and you would really enjoy my gardening videos if I had time to do them. But that's not what I'm here for today. I'm here to tell you that I do not hate God. I do not reject God. I do not deny God any more than I reject or deny or hate Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny or Harry Potter or Scrooge McDuck or Tom Cruise. Oh, wait, no, Tom Cruise is a real person, right? Yeah. I think it's a real person. I'm not sure because he seems pretty mythical. Anyhow, I don't hate God. Clearly, I don't hate things I don't think exist. I don't reject things I don't think exist. I don't deny things I guess I do deny things I don't think exist. Anyhow, the point is, I do not hate God, because God is not a person. God is not an animal. God is not a place. God is not a thing. God is a concept that people came up with to explain the unexplainable. Even though most of the unexplainable things that were created or that God was used to explain have been explained. So there really is not the need for God that there used to be. Because we understand things. We understand the universe. Well, for the most part we understand it. We understand how planets are formed. We understand our place in the solar system. We understand physics. We understand biology. We understand where life starts for animals. We have a pretty good idea of where life started, period. Like billions of years ago. We have a pretty good idea of how that life started. We don't know exactly because that's billions of years ago, and it's really hard to know how things were billions of years ago. And no, it was not 6,000 to 10,000 years ago. Please just let go of that idea because it is insane. You might as well say life is 15 minutes ago because this is all just virtual reality. So anyways, I do not hate God. I do not hate things I think are made up. I think God is made up. I think people made up the concept of God. There's lots and lots and lots of proof that people made up the concept of God. There have been literally thousands of gods. Thousands of gods. For every little detail of life, there has been a god. My favorite is God of Thunder, Thor. I love Thor. Why do I love Thor? Because of my favorite joke. My favorite joke is, your God got nailed to a piece of wood. My God has a hammer. You hate God because my God has a hammer and your God got nailed to a piece of wood. That's why I love Thor. Anyways, I know Thor's not real. He's a movie character. And before a book character and mythological. Gods are mythology. All gods previous to yours, and I'm talking to you, whatever religion you are. And no, I don't make fun of Christians. I do make fun of Christians. And Muslims are scary to make fun of, so I don't make fun of them. And Jews, Jews are the most reasonable of all religions in my mind. Well, that and Buddhists. Anyhow, I don't hate God. I don't think God is real. So why would I hate something I don't think is real? Does that make sense? Would I hate something that I think is made up by people? No, it makes no sense. I don't hate God. And it's very simple that I think God is made up. I keep saying it. People keep telling me I hate God and I reject God and I deny God, and they keep telling me this. And I keep saying, no, that's not the case. I don't hate God because I think you made up God. God's in your head. Do you realize that God, if you believe in God, that the God you believe in, the specific God you believe in, is only real in your head? Because your version of God, your specific version of God, what your God thinks and feels and does, is specific to you. Only you. Your God is just very slightly different than any other God. So you have a very individual God. Your God does not exist for everyone else. You may say it does, but it's a different God. If you were to go point by point, your God would be slightly different than the next person's God, because your God is in your head. Your God is made in your image. The whole thing, God was made in man, and, man was made in God's image. No, God was made in man's image. How convenient. Because people like to think they are like God. They keep saying atheists are atheists because they think they're God. No, you think you're God. If you believe there's a God, you think that you are God, because you think God, you're made in God's image, so therefore you think you're a God. And gods are made up. Just look at the history books. Lots and lots of gods. They're all mythology now, except for yours. And some days, yours will also be mythology, and there'll be some new God that people believe in. And actually, there have been a few since then that have probably gone the wayside. And, Scientology, it's the new God. There's always going to be some God. There's always going to be some religion. Yours is not the end-all religion. Yours is just the current popular religion. And someday your religion will cease to exist. And people think, God, those people are crazy. They thought God was Jehovah, and they thought their guy came from the dead. Oh my gosh. Someday, the way you feel about Thor is the way people are going to think about your God. Fact. Assuming that there's people around. And the way we're going, there may not be. Anyways, I, Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist, does not hate God. Does not hate Christians. Does not hate Muslims. Does not make fun of Christians specifically. I make fun of everybody. Anyone who believes in God. So all you Christians out there, you're just the most vocal and the ones that are pestering the most. So you're the ones get pointed out to the most. But I'm not focusing on you. You're focusing on me. Anyhow, I don't hate God. I don't reject God. I don't deny God. I just think God is made up. Plain and simple. Simple and plain. That's all there is. Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist. Subscribe. See you later. Bye.